I'm excited. You should be too. Why? Why? 4-0. Happy Saturday, August 8th, YouTube. How are you? 2026. It's good to see you. How are you? How was your night? How was your evening? How's your morning going? Are you waking up? How's it going out there? Today I talk about 40 reasons why I love my wife. That was her profile picture. It's one of her most confident, awesome photos. Hey, it's good to see you, Iris. Wow, first thing, lighten up that chat. It's good to see you. So, my wife turns 40 in 4 days, and I wanted to sit down and I wanted to talk about 40 reasons why I love her. I've been married for going on 13 years. I originally met her in 2011, and we got married in 2014. So, there we go. Um, she turns 40, and that's a big number for a lady, for a girl, for a woman. 4 decades, a lot of experience, a lot of life, a lot of knowledge, a lot of ups and downs, ins and outs. So I wanted to talk about 40 reasons why. Number one, she has good hygiene. I mean, it's very important that a woman has great hygiene, right? For obvious reasons, internal plumbing and whatnot, and especially if you're going to be seen in a leadership role or of importance or credibility, professionalism, just general health, because she's in the health field. Hygiene, number one, um, which is very important. Number two, perfect teeth, great smile. It says a lot about you, what you value, what you spend your time doing. If you floss and you brush your teeth regularly, she kind of got me to do that, and I'm doing it every day. I see a lot of people's teeth just kind of falling apart. So yeah, September 27th, 2014. Um, yeah, so thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so 4 days, August 12th. I met her on the 13th, many years back. So there we go. Um, but I appreciate that, Iris. She loves her job. She loves what she does. She speaks up. She does. She kind of embraces the discomfort. She's comfortable with being uncomfortable. Um, she um, she uh, she seems to be moving up in like any role that she has. She's a great role model. In the fact that she moves up the employee ladder, which is the next one. She does. She moves up. She's done it. She's done it at a blood bank. She's done it at a blood bank. She did it at. She moved up in a uh, like blood source, like for donations and stuff. When people donate blood, she moved up. When she worked at a hospital, her first hospital, where she was actually born, where my kids were born, um, she moved up, and now they're gonna have her move up and be like a charge nurse for her unit, um, moving up. So hey, Preston, how you doing out there? I'm talking about 40 reasons why I love my wife. She's gonna be turning 40 in 4 days, so buckle up, buckle up, YouTube. It might bring you a tear. It might it might bring me a tear. And ultimately she's not the one that I want to disappoint. I don't mind pissing off everyone else in the entire world, but if she's upset, then there's a problem. There's a problem. She's the one that can get through the armor. She's the arrow that will find the weak point of my armor. So, um, so yeah. Uh, she stands up for what is right. She 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 has these principles and these ethics and these morals and these standards, and she won't compromise them. She won't. She won't. She'll stand up for what she believes in. She will. Um, even when the legs are shaking, even when the knees are knocking and there's sweating going on, and she makes the uncomfortable, unpopular decision that leaders will have to make. She does it. She does it. So it's important. It's important. She helps me see that, and I'm doing that. I'm kind of pissing off some people that are in other positions, and only because I refuse to just go with emotions. I try to solve problems. I try to stay creative and find creative solutions. I try to talk to, you know, other coworkers and try to come up with the plan, and I'm always initiating. I'm always trying to bring in new ideas. I'm trying to bring in new talent, and she inspires you. That's actually something I didn't even write down. But that's probably one of the most important things I love about her, is that she inspires you. She's inspiring. She's inspiring is what she is. She's fantastic. Um, so yeah, there you go. She's selfless. She always thinks about others. She is altruistic. She always thinks about everyone else all the time. Um, she could work a 12 to 18-hour shift. All she wants to do is go to bed, but she'll make sure that you're all right. She makes sure that you don't like that you're okay before she does. And all she wants to do is go to sleep. She doesn't say they'll talk about it later. And if you get in an argument with her, you end up getting closer in the end. You're closer. Even my dad made a comment. It's like, if your mom and I got together and we had an argument and we were closer afterwards, I mean, things might have worked out. We might have been closer. So yeah, she's fantastic. She's selfless. She listens to you always, no matter what. She will allow you to say everything that you have to say, and then she'll speak, right? She won't interrupt you mid-sentence. She's not It's not like parallel conversations where you're like, you meet another person and you're talking and the person has something that they're saying and then something that you're saying, and it's kind of parallel with it, but it's not really like, it's not going back and forth. It's just like going parallel conversations. Have you had those? I mean, I'm not saying that they're bad, but it's like, it's nice to have that diversity, like the contrast there. So you're able to value and appreciate it and that sort of thing. And that's what it's all about. I mean, her mom is a little different, right? She likes to kind of she's kind of Mad Libs in that way. She likes to kind of finish what, or she's thinking about what you're saying, and then she's trying to like wrap it up, or like finish your sentence and stuff, and it's like, well, that's not really what I wanted to say, and then I kind of forget what I'm saying. So she doesn't do that. She doesn't do that, YouTube. That's what I love about her. Um, she has a unique voice. She has a unique voice. Her voice, it has this like it has this kind of earthy, grainy, um, rich soil quality to it. It's very unique. It's special. It's very her. So it's nice to hear. It has the voice in itself has like a feeling of coming home. Like you're out on a way on a deep sea voyage, or you're out on deployments, or you go on these like long day at work, or grinds, or you're away at airports and travel, and all you want to do is come home and stuff, right? And you hear that voice, and it's like the holidays, right? It has that like that lovely singing quality to it, like a record, like that like that like the the record needle hitting the vinyl. There's nothing like it. So it's kind of like that. Um, she has pretty eyes, when light interacts with her eyes, like her brother has like hazel eyes. They're like bluish green, but when the light hits her eyes, they like fire up gold. They're like golden. It's it's fantastic. It's like a a beautiful gold color in her irises. It's fantastic. Love that. Love that. It's fantastic. I have light eyes when the light hits me, but not as light as hers. Because my like it's kind of the recessive gene, I think. Because her dad has blue eyes and her mom has brown eyes, and they're kind of dark whether they're in the light or in the dark. Like so, there you go. Um, she allows me to pursue hobbies and interests and stuff. Like which is fantastic. Like she's all about like she's never she doesn't criticize. She doesn't criticize. She praises. The approval. Like she's your fan. Like she's not your number one fan. Like if I was a boxer and I was out there in a ring and I was going toe to toe with my opponent, and then that 2-minute warning bell went off, and then I had to go in the corner, and she would towel me, and she would fix she'd bandage my eyebrow or my lip, or she'd give me water or positive affirmations. I mean, whatever. And then she like slaps me with the towel to say, go, get out there, go do it, get it done, right? Like that. You know what I mean? Like that coach to athlete relationship, so that sort of deal. So that's fantastic. I love the fact that I'm have the ability to pursue my hobbies and my passions and stuff. It's fantastic. Um, she's thoughtful. Always, and again, always thinking about others. She's intelligent. She's able to have conversations with people that I'm not really necessarily interested in. Like she likes to talk, worldview stuff, politics, and she knows like names and like the organizations that they work for and all this stuff. And that's great. But she doesn't bring any of that home. Like she's able to talk to my dad about that sort of deal, or like coworkers or whoever. And I think that's great. Um, she's a builder. From building sandwiches to building bed frames, from building bookshelves, from fixing doors. Like she perseveres. She gets it done. She'll sacrifice if she has to get stuff done. Um, she stands up to she stands up for what she believes in. If there's an issue with, I had to check to see if my audio was on my mic, my DJI mic mini. Super important. And I have notes, YouTube. I have notes. It's good to see you. We're 13 minutes in. I'm on page number 2. I'm talking to you about 40 reasons why I love my wife. She's turning 40 in 4 days. And she wants to have tri-tip with her, with kind of like a small group. It's going to be cooked on a grill that I bought my father-in-law for Father's Day, and it's going to be kind of a quiet dinner. Nothing fancy, no crazy parties. I mean, this is what she wanted. So she wanted tri-tip. I bought it. It was actually, and this is true. It cost like for 2 of them, 45 or 48.50. I chose the one that was 48.50 because I thought about the numbers and I was like, how cool would it be if I found a tri-tip price tag that had the number 4 in it for 40, right? Because that's going to be her age, and then 8 is like her favorite number. You know how you get those people who will throw out numbers and they always kind of settle on the same number. Hers is 8. 888, 808, 8,888, 8 million. It doesn't matter, but she's always using the number 8, so I found that to be interesting. So I wanted to add that in there. I think that was pretty cool. And yeah, she stands up for what she believes. She'll stand up to my own dad and go toe to toe if she has to. And I love that. I love that quality. She doesn't run into another room. She doesn't cower. She, none of that stuff. Like she'll stand her ground and she'll say what needs to be said. If it's uncomfortable, if it's unpleasant, but it needs to be done, it's necessary, and she will. She loves animals. Big dog person. Loves animals. Favorite animal is a elephant and a giraffe. Those are her favorite animals. She loves those. She calls them elefantes. Um, she never makes it. She always makes things better. My wife always makes things better. She never makes anything worse. It's good to see you, YouTube. How are you? Oh, hey, Sophia. It's good to see you. 74. I believe you're new. Good to see you. How are you? My wife's going to be turning 40 in 4 days. And I'm going through and I wrote this down like 6:30 in the morning. I didn't really sleep all that great last night. I had some issues that I'm going on with, I'm wrestling with. But I'm talking about 40 reasons why I love my wife. So, and I wrote them all down. And it's no particular order either. So it's just like I'm going down the list here, but I want to make sure I cover everything because I'm talking about my wife. So I'm going to make sure it's the best message possible. Um, and being as honest and open and loving and supportive as I can be, as a husband can be, as a father can be, as a man can be. Um, let's see. She takes on so much. Like I have some issues going on mentally. I've got. I mean, what do you? I mean, I got basically the entire ingredient list here. I mean, I've got post-traumatic stress disorder, and I've got anxiety, and I've got depression, anger, and irritability. I'm on medications. I'm trying to seek therapy. I'm prior military, dysfunctional family, especially high school years. Um, and some difficulties with parents, divorce and stuff like that. So I have some trauma, childhood trauma, all the way up through high school and stuff when I was an adolescent. And that's already traumatic as it is, even if there is nothing going on. So you can only imagine. But what I love about her is that she doesn't make anything worse. She takes on so much. There's so many things that she takes on that she shields me from. Like she's my shield. Like if I'm Link and I'm out there battling Ganon, and she's my shield. She's my Hyrulean shield, and she shields me from that stuff. She shields me from the arrows and the rains of fire of life, like the obligations and the time commitments and some of the bills and the complexities of being an adult. Like she 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 shields me from that stuff. So it's fantastic. I love that. I love that quality about her. She takes on so much, so I don't have to take on as much, and I love that. She volunteers. She's always volunteering for school activities, volunteering for field trips and book fairs and book clubs. Um, from the very little to the very big, even though she works like night shifts at 12-hour shifts at the hospital and labor and delivery unit, um, like 7 to 7 shifts and stuff like that, 3 days a week. Broken sleep, doesn't matter. She'll still volunteer. She still makes time. Um, and I kind of encourage her and at times to be selfish and if you need to recharge, that's okay. And I actually like paying for her hair to be done and her nails to be done. Right. I like to spend money, and if she uses my card or whatever to go do that, like that makes me feel better. Um, she is an excellent cook. Like last night, I got home and we had a beautiful meal. We had a beautiful meal that I almost left a huge tip for. If I had a $100 bill, a crisp $100 bill, I would have folded it up and slid it right next to her without saying anything. I'd just be like, thank you. I mean, that was fantastic. It was a beautiful meal. What did I have? I had ribs. It was a beautiful meal. I had so many. I had probably like eight to 10 ribs. I did, and they were fantastic. Some of them were burnt though, and that's okay. Some of them looked like they were burnt by a Targaryen dragon. But that was all right, and I kind of made a joke about it. It wasn't very warm, and that was okay. I told her to eat ahead of time if she wanted to. She didn't have to wait for me. She's like, oh, I'm sorry I had to eat. And it's like, no, 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 it's okay. You need to eat. So I sent that message out yesterday. If you're hungry, eat. I'm going to get home later anyway. So, and that was my first meal. I had a protein drink to kind of wake up my system because I do daily fasting. My first meal doesn't usually start until 4 p.m. and the last meal ends at 8 p.m. and then I do it all again the next day. So it works for me. Not for everybody, and I wouldn't recommend what I do right away. It's a slow, steady state. But hello, Elaine. It's good to Elena. How are you? I think you're new. It's good to see you. We're talking about my wife and 40 reasons why I love her. She's turning 40, and that's a big number. Am I right, ladies? That is not a small number by any means. That's 4 decades of just so much, and as a mother, she is the best mom, and that's the next thing I want to add in there. But a little side note, and I want to kind of make a joke about the ribs. Like they were some of them were burnt, and that was okay. I'm the ones that eat them. They're probably not that healthy for you, but like I feel like I'm not eating processed foods, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing any substances like vaping or smoking. So I feel like those would have more of an effect on me. But whether or not there's too many hydrocarbons on my ribs, I think I can get away with that. Um, and I remember I took a bite into it, and you know how you get that rib or that piece of meat, that high quality meat, and you bite into it, and it kind of has that like, it has like that, it kind of breaks apart and dissolves a little bit. You don't even have to like, it kind of crumbles on you. It kind of crumbles on you like a crumble cake, and then you bite into it, and it has that like hiss, and it has like it has that sizzle, and then you like after you take a bite and you start chewing it and you breathe and you exhale, it kind of has like a poof, poof, right? And that's what I like. I had to get that joke in there. I made a joke about that. She laughed about that yesterday, and so she's got a great laugh too. But that voice of hers is fantastic. She could probably be like a narrator for a child's like you get book on tape and you listen to an audiobook or something, and for like kids and stuff. She has that voice, she has that voice. So that'd be something to get interested in, maybe. Who knows? Um, she's got she's a best friend. She's got the best friend. She's the best friend that you can have. She's always in your corner. She's always taking care of you. She's an avid reader. She has books all over the house. They're scattered all over the house. I don't think she's gonna reread a book, but she had a book that was basically like a book that a lawyer would read. It was huge. It never ended. It was like a big waterfall of pages between the covers. And she finished that up. She's starting another book. Sometimes she can read books within a day. She's read so many, I kind of lost count. And I think that's a good thing. She's reading. That's important. She's leading by example. She's consistent with it. The kids see her do that. And I find that to be great, right? Unlocking the power of reading. Especially now with like the social media and how it is easy to just scroll on your phone all the time. Very few people will read. Very important, especially as a mom, um, and as a wife and stuff. I love to see that. Um, she smells great. Always smells great, no matter what. Work out, she'll smell great. She gets ready for an event. She smells great. She gets ready for her day. She smells great. She's always smelling great. No odor of any kind, and I love that. There's a lot of odors from the dog and the kids and myself, and like just, it's just, there's odors all over the place all the time. She'll light candles and stuff like that. So, that's always important. And I go to Bath and Body Works to get scented candles and stuff for her around the holidays, especially. Get her new like sets of candles. She loves her candles. Puts them up there on the heart of the fireplace, like the propane fireplace we have. You've probably seen that in the background when I've done some live streams with my gaming. So you could check that out. She trusts me. She doesn't have to check in on me all the time. She doesn't, I like make a joke that she'll have a tile on me and she wants to know where I am all the time. But really all she does is she'll check in if she's at work just to see if everything's okay. We live in bear country. There's bears that can get to the trash cans. We actually had to change out a trash can with the bear lid so he can't get into it. It's kind of like it's a puzzle piece. It's a puzzle for the bear to figure out. And if they're able to get into it, hey, fine, do it, whatever, so be it. But the last couple of times, it'll like my wife has this camera. You have cameras on your house, guys. YouTube out there, chat. Yeah, you got cameras on, things that you see on your camera. She'll have one. She kind of have one in the living room too, so she's able to check in on the dog and and things from when she's away, when she's at work. She just kind of wants to check in to see how everyone's doing, how everyone's sleeping, kind of like a positive spirit. So even when she's not there, she's there, and that's always a good thing. Because she's nurturing and loving and supporting, and she likes to kind of, take care of. She loves to take care of her family, puts everything into it. And that's the next thing. Values and loves her family. I didn't know what a family was. I didn't know what a family was capable of doing or being until I met her. And she took me in, and and her parents are great, and her her brother's great, and even though he wants to hug all the time, and I'm more of a handshake kind of guy, but he likes to say, bring it in for the real thing. He likes to hug you. Yeah, fantastic. It's a fantastic family. And it's a reminder, especially when you haven't had that and then you have access to it and you're like, wow, I had no idea what a family was. Like they went on vacations as kids. We didn't do that. They went in hotels and they lived in houses and stuff. We didn't do that. Like like it just didn't happen for us because we grew up, poor, and I grew up on TV dinners and frozen food and stuff, right? Like, I mean, my parents did the best they could, but there's only so much income that can go around. They put all the money into the car because they had beater cars. Nothing new ever. It was never a new vehicle. So, she makes you a better person for being around her. She does. She's great. She doesn't judge you. She doesn't criticize you. She supports you. She trusts you, and I love that. Wrapping it up pretty soon. We're 29 minutes in, talking about my love for my wife. 40 reasons why I love my wife. She turns 40 in 4 days, and I wanted to go through this. So I thank you for allowing me to share this with you. It's important. Even if I had 0 viewers the whole time, it's important that I do this. It's one of my most important videos, my live streams I've ever done. And because I'm talking about my wife, I showed her my thumbnail is her photo. It's her Apple TV photo. It's the photo she uses for work. It's one of her best photos. Beautiful lighting, and it shows her golden eyes. So she's got, it's kind of like it's like a finger-like projection, a very faint look at the soul of her. and she would wings if she could, because she's angelic. Um, she's got an open mind. She refuses to give up on you. She's fine with imperfection. She's never chasing perfection, always progress, always pushing forward. She gave birth to two beautiful children, which we waited to find out when the child was born. We didn't know. We didn't want to know what the sex of the child was. We wanted to find out the old-fashioned way, and all of the checkups and stuff. They were careful about saying the baby's healthy. That's all I cared about. First one was my son Graham, and then my second one was Emmy. I was gifted, and and I won the biological lottery, I like to say. So I never need to play the lottery because my kids were healthy. They were, I got a boy and I got a girl, and that's all I could ask for. So, they're great kids, and as long as they tap more into, like, from their mom's perspective, and how they feel about inside themselves with their mom, hey, they're going to be great human beings, because they have their mom's blood, they have my passion, and some of my sentimentality and stuff. So it's great to see what they're going to be capable of. It's exciting to see them grow and become the people that they're. Um, so I owe that to her. She supports the kids' interests. She's always about the kids' interests. It's very important to her. Um, when she's in the house, everyone wants to follow her. Everyone. It doesn't matter what room she's in. Bathroom, master bedroom, which we don't really have. It's not really a master bedroom. Like, the kids will come in, and it's like, I didn't grow up that way, though, and it's more like you got to knock on the door. It's like you don't go into the master bedroom, and it's just like, that's kind of how I grew up. Or you would have to ask to open up the refrigerator. That's not how she grew up, but hey, I'm learning. She knows my weaknesses. She knows my imperfections. She knows my rage and my irritability, and some of the anger that I've had, and my tone, and the things that I could get better at. But she doesn't judge me. She doesn't shame me. She doesn't blame me. She doesn't make me feel worse. It's always the opposite of that. It's always celebrates the strengths, and the progress, and to bring me down. Bring me down when I need to be reminded of what matters, and my tone doesn't spar in yelling matches with me. So it always makes things better, which is great. Um, has a great team. She has a great team at work, and it's one thing. Like, I can get passive benefits for the fact that she has a great team. She does things for her unit. She brings flowers. I've been inspired by that. There was a coworker I had. He's not here anymore, but I had a coworker, and we were hired like the same hire date, and every year on our anniversary, I'd bring him some flowers, and or like balloons, not flowers. I get him balloons. And I wasn't able to get him year 3 because he wasn't here. I think he transferred, or he quit or moved on. I don't know, but um, you know, she inspired me to do that. Like, I would have never done that, or really thought about doing that, or maybe if I thought about it, I wouldn't have followed through. So, can I apply? What do you mean, 6250? It's good to see you. I'm wrapping up here. We're 34 minutes in. And this is the last thing. This is number 40, and I really wanted to save this for last. I know I didn't say particular order, but I wanted to save the best for last. Here it is, YouTube. The number one reason why I love my wife. 40 years old and 4 days, and I went over 39 reasons with you why I love my wife. And number 40, the best, is she is the best representation, the best the best a good, decent human being could be. She is like having an angel on your shoulder. I'm gonna say that again because it's so important. The best representation of a human being. If there was an alien to come down, another species to come down and say, you know, who would be one of the best representations of someone that you know that represent that the best of humanity, what they could be or what they're becoming, it would be my wife. That would be an easy choice for me. So that is number 40. And in closing, thank you for joining me. I covered I'm loud Italian, and I covered 40 reasons why I love my wife. She turns 40 in 4 days. So Jessica, if you end up watching this, I hope I hope you enjoy this, and I love you, and um, and this may make you cry. I don't know. I know sometimes I'll sing a song on special occasions, um, but this is something new I wanted to cover. It was special. I had a good time doing it. It's meant to feel emotional. It's meant to feel vulnerable, open, loving, and that's a side of me that you're helping me understand and embrace, um, and I think it's important now than ever, as a man, as a husband, um, and as a father. So thank you. Um, and I know a lot of words. I do. I know a lot of words, but there's not a lot of words that can capture the feeling of this in the English language. There's probably, another, the English language isn't good enough to come up with words to express how I feel, um, and how much, you mean to me, and I love you. Um, so if you watch this, I hope you enjoy it. And again, thank you. I'm Loud Italian. It's good to see you, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to read out chat. You've all, what is it, 6250, thank you. Lania Duarte, thank you. Sophia 74, thank you. Preston Yo Boy, thank you. And Iris, thank you. Y2N22. Iris, thank you. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining me. I appreciate you. I'm Loud Italian. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, comment, which you have, or you comment later, I'll reach out back to you. I believe in that. And so you send me emoji, I'll send one back to you. You send a comment to me, I'll reply to you. I won't just leave it out there to the ether. I will answer you. I do believe in closure. I do believe in doing that and providing that service, online or offline. It doesn't matter. IRL or internet doesn't matter. It's the same for me. I'm consistent regardless. So thank you, and ring that bell. So thank you so much for joining me, and hope you have a beautiful day. On the Saturday, August 8th, I'm gonna go provide a world-class service because it's needed, and I'm gonna make sure I deliver top-tier quality products because I believe in that, and I don't care what kind of resistance that I get. It's gonna happen. It's part of the process, but I'm trying to build resilience, and I understand why people wouldn't do that because of how I'm feeling right now. But I will not sacrifice that. Um, my wife stands by me, and that's all that matters. My kids stand by me, and that's all that matters, because they're the only ones in this entire world that I do not want to disappoint. And then I'm working so hard to be a good example for my kids. So um, again, thank you. And this isn't goodbye to you. It's see you later, because goodbye is something you say to someone you don't want to see again. So, which I'm not going to say to you. I'm going to say, see you later. Peace. Like, subscribe, enable notifications, and ring that bell. Thank you so much.